Welcome all. This is season 35 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series, as we are set to go racing here at Daytona International Speedway. It's race number 1 of the Gatorade Twin 125 qualifying races. The qualifying, of course, the front row is already set for the Great American Race, the main event in Speedway, the Daytona 500. As Keith Batson and William Brock will be in the front row for that race here today. This is race number 1. This is for the inside row starters, and Keith Batson, the pole sitter for the 500, will start for the pole for today's race, for today's first dual race, I should say. He's driving the number 20 Texaco Haviland Ford. He's back with that ride this season as well, too. He'll be alongside number 5 here with the new driver, Austin Reed, the number 5 Tide Chevrolet. Second row has one of 2 rookies in the field. Now, bear in mind, you got 1 rookie in the first race, and you got 1 rookie in the second race. So there you have it with that. The rookie in the first race is Tori Gossett, car number 21, the Citgo Ford, the new driver for the Q-Man Motorsports team. She'll be alongside another woman, and of course a more well-known one at that too, Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Coors Light Ford. She was part-time last season. This time she is full-time this season. She's going full ride this season. Number 9 car. Jess did win twice last season as well too. Row number 3 has car number 7, the U.S. Army Ford. It is Aubrey Scott, who won last season at Talladega. Aubrey will be alongside number 71, the California Crusher, Charles Sanford, in the Big Apple Market Chevrolet. Going to row number 4, it's the 2 guys from We the Coasters. Number 42, Kyle Matthews, reunited with his sponsor Millie Yellow this season. The number 42 Pontiac. He's alongside number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac of Dylan Young. Young won last season at Phoenix, and Kyle won 2 races last season. Both of them at Rockingham. Row number 5 has car number 10. It is Alexander Rowe, who had the 26th car last season. He'll be alongside number 55 Jasper Engines Pontiac. And welcome back to the series, Chris Dollerton, the season 10 champion of the series, and number 55 Jasper Engines Pontiac. Next row down is number 27, Daniel Voiles, back in the series this season as well too. The number 27 Oldsmobile. He's alongside number 25, last season's Daytona 500 champion Colin Cropley in the Kodiak Chevrolet. Next row down is car number 52, Seth Cole in the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. He's alongside number 98. It is Matt McIntyre, making another going at this season as well too. Banquet Frozen Foods Chevrolet. Next row is number 24, the Raging Cajun, Phil Parker in the U.S. Air Force Pontiac. He'll be only running this paint scheme in Speed Weeks at Daytona. He'll be with the Team 3 paint scheme the rest of the season. Alongside Phil is car number 66. That is the car of Eric Monaco, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac. Next row down is number 33, Nathan Ormond, the Skull Bandit Oldsmobile, taking over that ride from Amanda Evans last season. Alongside Nathan will be car number 90. That is the car of Caleb Fogler, who won last season at Richmond, the second race at Richmond, I should say, this season, or last season, I should say. And starting shotgun field is car number 12, Ryan George in the Red Business Buick. He's alongside number 20. It is Rob Evans, Amanda Evans' brother, I guess, in the number 20 Oldsmobile. So, as your starting lineup for the race number 1 of the Gatorade Twin 125 qualifying races, as they are lined up for this race here. Again, the schedule for this season has not changed at all. Daytona 500 will again, of course, be leading off season. Of course, the race number 2 will be at Rockingham. Race 3 will be Richmond. Race 4 Atlanta. Race 5 will be Darlington. Race 6 will be at Bristol. Race 7 will be at North Wilkesboro. Race number 8 will be at Martinsville. Race number 9, the Winston 500 at Talladega. And then race 10, we'll be going to Sonoma for the first road race of the season. After that, we'll be going to the All-Stars at Charlotte, a non-points paying event. And after that will be the 600 at Charlotte. Then, which will be race number 11 on the season. Race 12 will be at Dover. Race 13 will be at the second road races of the season at Riverside. Race 14 will be at Pocono. Race 15 at Michigan. And race 16 will be back here at Daytona for the 400.
3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, start your engine.
Command given the party engines. This is the racing here today at Daytona. Pace car leads them off for the pit road for the green flag. We'll be back for start of the race right after this. Field coming down the backstretch here, as we already gave you half the schedule for this season, I should say. We got 16 races here. Race 16 will be right here, back to here, Daytona for the 400. That'll be nighttime racing. Race number 17 will be going back to Pocono for the AC Sparkworks 400. Race 18, Talladega. Race 19 will be at Indy. Race 20 will be at Watkins Glen. Race number 21, back to Michigan. Race 22, the night race at Bristol. Race 23 will be at Southern 500 at Darlington. 24th race of the season will be back to Richmond for the night race there. Race 25 will be at Dover. 26 will be at Martinsville. 27 will be at North Wilkesboro. Race 28 will be at Charlotte. Race number 29, Rockingham. Race number 30 at Phoenix. And race number 31, the finale, back to Atlanta for the Napa Auto Parts 500. So there you have it with the full season for this schedule for this season. Pace car on the pit road. Green flag is flying, and race number 1 of the Gatorade Twin 125s is underway at Daytona. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. 20 laps for each dual race here to set up the field for the Daytona 500. Again, only the front row is locked in. That's Keith Batson, the pole sitter, the 28 car, and the number 4 of William Brock, who you'll see starting for the pole in race number 2 of the 125s. Fanning out 3 wide here, already over 190 miles an hour at this point in the backstretch here as they go in the third turn. Alexander Rowe to the inside of Kyle Matthews, making 3 wide through turns number 3 and 4. 3 wide, about 2 rows deep as they come off the 4th turn now. Keith Batson coming to the start-finish line. He'll lead the first lap here, but here comes 7 car to the inside. That is Aubrey Scott making a move inside of Tori Gossett, number 21. First lap by the leader, 181.874 miles an hour, but don't get used to this pace on a plate track because it takes them a while to get those plate engines up to full song. Keith Batson, by the way, will be one of our 3 drivers carrying one of the in-car cameras for the Daytona 500. The other 2 will be carried by Cole Deaver and Mike Becker, both of whom are in race number 2. Seth Cole to the inside. He'll take the lead away off turn number 4 right there. You remember Seth got darn close to winning the finale at Atlanta, the last race on the tour last season. And had Seth pulled off, we would have set a record of 20 winners in a season last season. But Quentin Moore inched him out in that race there, and we stuck at 19 different winners in a race there, tying the record. And that's the thing we're going to point out with the season's roster here. So you watch Phil Parker take the lead, is that this season's roster is going to be pretty much so wide open. You're going to have, I think, in my opinion, any one of the 39 drivers that's in the field this season can actually win a race this season. I mean, you may have a possibility of going 31 winners in 31 different races, which that's I know that's a slim possibility of that happening, but you know, these drivers are. I mean, you got all these drivers in the field that can all the more capable of winning at any time, anywhere. So that record of 19 different winners there that we tied last season, though, we may have more than I wouldn't be surprised if we have about 20 or more winners in a race in a season. And that driver to the inside in car number 25 there could be one of those candidates there. Colin Cropley to the low side gets by Kyle Matthews. Now tries to get by Matt McIntyre. Does so right there as it comes through turns number 3 and 4. Rob Evans, who started this race last, is now up to the lead right now after on the 4th lap of this event. That red number 20 ultimately he's also got a black scheme this season as well too. Alexander Rowe, he got darn close to winning a couple races last season. He finished second twice last season with the 26 car, which this season will be taken back. And which this season Joshua Osborne is taking back the helm of that machine. Down the backstretch they come here. Here comes Austin Reed inside of Jessica Shelton and Chris Dollerton as they come down through turns number 3 and 4 now. Austin Reed, who this season joining Hendrick Motorsports, number 5 Time Machine. And all prize to number 4, Shelton squeezes Dollerton in the wall. And they come to start-finish line. Charles Sanford led him back to start-finish line, just inching out Austin Reed. And Seth Cole's involved, Dylan Young involved. Nathan Orman, there he is in 33 car. Caleb Fogler in the 90 car. He's also involved. Jessica Shelton, the side a little caved in on the number 9 machine. Tori Gossett, a little bit of a hood buckle in the 21 machine. And she also got a little bit of side damage on that machine. So caution number 1 flying, and Jessica Shelton not at all happy with Tori Gossett on that one there. Jessica saying, now why did that happen? I don't think Gossett's the one she should be going after. I don't think neither. As we'll take a look and replay as to what happened. Or I could be wrong. Gossett maybe the one that did tap Shelton. I don't know. Let's see. 33 car Nathan Orman got into Gossett. That sent Gossett into Cropley. Sent Gossett, and she did tap Shelton in the 9 car. So I was wrong on that one. Shelton goes right into Chris Dalton, squeezes him in the wall. And then right there is where the whole chain reaction happens. Keith Batson got darn close to being in that crash. Dylan Young got involved right there. There's where Caleb Fogler, Seth Cole, Nathan Ormond. A little bit of damage to the 66 car of Eric Monaco. And I say him and Ryan George did a darn good job just missing that crash. I think Ryan got a little bit of a side scrape on that number 12 car, I think. But that all happening on lap number 6 of the lap number 5 of the race here. Let's take a look at the real time. And there you see Nathan Orman coming down pit road right there. Orman just about crashed into Jessica Shelton's car here. He leaves pit road, so does Matt McIntyre, so does Dylan Young. And Shelton as well. Charles Samper, current your leader of the Gatorade Twin 125 race number 1, will be back for the restart right after this. Field coming off corner number 4 here. We know now who will be your last finishers in the first race here. Tori Gossett will finish 19th, and Seth Cole will be the one starting dead last in the Daytona 500 this season. Gossett, meanwhile, will start in 37th position. As the green flag flies, lap number 10, we're almost halfway through the first Gatorade Twin 125s. Charles Samper is your leader. Second is Austin Reed, then it's Daniel Boyles, Alexander Rowe, and Colin Cropley, the top 5. First fastest lap race so far, set by Caleb Fogler at 198.487 miles an hour. It tells you how fast these cars are going to be in the Daytona 500 in the draft. All the top 10 laps, all over 198 miles an hour. As they go into turn number 3 now, Kyle Matthews, low side, takes the top spot away, or takes the third spot away from the pole sitter, Keith Batson. On board Keith Batson's car. As I said, he's got the one in-car cameras for the Daytona 500 this season. Batson and King mentioned also the pole sitter for this 500 as well too. Qualified at over 181 miles an hour for this event. Let's remember these cars do run slower alone than you do in the draft on these play tracks like Daytona and Talladega. Batson at the high side right there, and like I said, Batson did a darn good job missing that crash in the cause the only caution flag of the race so far. And look at Phil Parker, even with a damaged up back end, is still running in the top 10 there. He is in the 24 car. And low side here, Colin Cropley goes inside, takes position away from Phil Parker now. As they go on the backstretch here, Charles Samper has doing a darn good job keeping the lead from his buddy Kyle Matthews. But here comes Matthews to the low side. Will take position away from Charles, or tries to. Dips down, and he has the lead. So Kyle Matthews goes to the top right now as they come off to number 4. 12 laps in the books, 8 laps remaining in race number 1 of the Twin 125s. And of course, as in both dual races, of course, here, as we mentioned, the pole sitter and the outside pole sitter are both locked in this event here. Have both their positions locked. So if where they finish in their dual races has no bearing on their starting position here. Only here now, somebody besides the front row starters win the dual races here. If somebody besides the pole sitter wins race number 1, he or she will be granted third position starting spot. If somebody else wins race number 2 besides the outside pole sitter, then he or she will be starting 4th for the race. So somebody besides the front row starters wins the two dual races, you basically have row 2 set up. Backstretch they come here. Aubrey Scott, the 7 car. Remember, he won at Talladega last season in the Winston 500. The only race he'll be using the Army cars here. Now, rumors saying he is trying to have Hooters lined up for the season as well too. We're at number 17. Ryan George, who did a darn good job missing that crash as well too. He, along with the 66 car of of Eric Monaco, did a good job missing that crash right there. And look at Ryan George looking for take the lead away from Colin Cropley, who was now taken away from Alexander Rowe. Down that stretch now, here comes Rob Evans, the low side number 20. And he's got Daniel Voiles in the 27 car behind there, getting past Keith Basson and Ryan George as well too. I'd say that 10 car doing a darn good job staying put on that high side there as he's holding his own very lately. But now Cropley blocks the 10 car, but that was a bad decision now. As here comes that 20 of Rob Evans to the low side, takes the lead away from Cropley. And down the left side goes Daniel Voiles to the lead. And here comes the California Crusher, Charles Sanford. 71 car to the low side. Oldsmobile deploying first. Chevrolet second and third. Pontiac in fourth, and another Oldsmobile in fifth. Off the fourth turn, here comes Kyle Matthews, the 2-time Daytona 500 winner himself and 3-time series champion. Trying to get by Voiles to the low side as Matthews takes that Meliella Pontiac to the top spot now. And the laps keep getting faster yet. Keith Batson now has the fastest lap at 199.61 miles an hour. And they are not playing. They're cranking them up here for the last laps of this dual event. Any one of these cars in this pack can win this first dual race. And this race has been known, and these dual races have been known for some surprise winners as well too. And heck, we've had rookies win the dual races here. Of course, like I mentioned, we only had one rookie in the dual race, and Tori Gossett, and she's out of the race already because of that crash off turn number 4 on the 7th lap of the 7th lap of the race. Slicing and dicing back there as they come down here. Here comes Phil Parker, damaged up back in and all, takes the lead in the 125 race number 1. Would be something to see that 24 car with the messed up back ends going to win this dual race. That would be crazy to see. But here comes the 28 and the 5 car. So they were the front row starters for this dual race here. Keith Batson and Alexander, I should say, and the 5 car of Austin Reed. And here comes Matthews up there, Aubrey Scott. 71 car, Charles Sanford, and a 98 car of Matt McIntyre. McIntyre also has kind of made an unscheduled stop. Made his pit stop during the caution flag. And he could be up there. He could be up there to possibly get a good run here, but he's trying to muster enough speed to get to this pack of cars. White flag's about to fly here in race number 1. Here comes Austin Reed to the low side of Keith Batson. White flag waves. 1 lap remaining in race number 1. Dandy race. Inside goes Kyle Matthews. In second position is Rob Evans. Third is Charles Sanford and Phil Parker. Raging Cajun back there in fourth. And here comes Charles at the low side of the racetrack here. Cropley makes it 3 wide back there in the 25 car. Daniel Boyle's trying to shove Cropley up there, but Phil Parker throws a block. Sanford in second position. Matthews trying to hold them all up as they come up the 4th turn now. They come to the start-finish line now. Sanford comes to the inside of Matthews. They come to the start-finish line. Sanford tries to take a shot at him. Not going to do it. Kyle Matthews wins race number 1 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. Kyle Matthews, the number 42 Melly Yellow Pontiac, gets the win here, and there's the rest of the finishers right there. Chris Dallerton leading up the second pack of cars here. Fogler and Monaco to the left side here, and whoa, Fogler I think beat Dallerton to the line. Yes, he did. So Fogler got 13th, Dallerton I think got 14th, then Monaco 15th, then it was 16th was Orman, 17th was Shelton, I think, yep, 17 was Shelton, and 18 was Dylan Young. So that was your rest of your finishers in the 125s there, but there's the man of the first race, Kyle Matthews. The Melly Yellow Pontiac will start 3rd in the 500 in the season, going for a 3rd Daytona 500 triumph here. Average speed 151.215 miles an hour. 26 thousandths of a second. Boy, what a race that was there. Sanford comes on 2nd. Bill Parker, damaged up back in and all, comes on 3rd in this race. Then Cropley, Voiles, Evans, Ryan George, Keith Batson, the pole sitter, finishes 8th. Then Alexander Rowe and Aubrey Scott comes home in 10th position as Austin Reed, Matt McIntyre, Caleb Fogler, Chris Dallerton, Monaco, Orman, Shelton, and Young was the rest of the finishers there. And as I mentioned, Tori Gossett and Seth Cole were the 2 out of the race in the first dual events. So that will do it here today in race number. That will do it in race number 1. We'll be back for race number 2 right after this. Back at Daytona International Speedway, where we saw Kyle Matthews win race number 1 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. And now the field is all set for race number 2, and the sun's popping out at Daytona for race number 2 of the Twin 125s. Half the field is lined up for the Daytona 500. Now we're set to determine the other half of the field. As we're about to get over here. On the pole for race number 2, it is car number 4. Yeah, I'll say pole sitter for the 500, William Brock. He won the last time he was here at Daytona. He's alongside number 22, Mitchell Hodak, with a new team this season. Second row is number 94, Dylan Pote, the Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. He's alongside number 6 with the new driver, Cody McGurk, driving the Folgers Ford this season. Row 3, car 43, Mike Becker in the STP Pontiac. He is one of our 3 in-car cameras for the 500 this season. He's alongside number 30, Zachary Fitzwater, with new sponsorship from Pennzoil this season. Next row down is number 8, Noah Still with the Snickers Buick this season. He's alongside number 19, car last season driven by Joshua Osborne, this season driven by Jackson Haywood, the Tyson Holly Farms Ford. Next row down is Laura Chung in 15, and number 11, Kat Batson, sitting alongside in the Bowser Ford. Quentin Moore, the defending series champion, and number 15, the Motorcraft Ford, is the next row down. He's alongside number 26 car, Quaker State Buick, with Joshua Osborne back behind the helm of that car. His car is a Buick. Next row down is number 1, that is Trent Dunham. He has a Snickers Cup Daytona 500 win himself, though, in the Skull Classic Oldsmobile. He's alongside number 18. That is the car of Ryan Brommer, the U.S. Navy Chevrolet. He'll be campaigning that scheme all this season. Next row down has the sophomore Reggie Fogelman, Interstate Batteries Buick, car number 49. He's alongside number 73, Carson Gum. Back in the Castrol Cup Series this season, the Slim Fast Oldsmobile, car 73. Next row down has the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, Cole Deaver, four-time winner last season, looking for his 3rd series championship in the Goodwrench Chevrolet. He's alongside number 68. The other rookie this season, that is cars being driven by Ben Cohen in the 68 Country Time Oldsmobile. That's one of Colin Cropley's drivers. He's picked in the wheel behind the wheel. And starting shotgun is car number 17. That is Rafael Leduc in Western Auto Chevrolet, looking for his 3rd 500 victory in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. So your field lined up right here, and here's the command to fire the engines for race number 2.
3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Command given to fire the engines as we're set racing here today, and the second dual race here as the field rolls up a pit road. We'll be back for our start of the race right after this. Field coming through turns number 3 and 4 right now, and problems maybe with the number 3 car, Cole Deaver. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to start this race, start this 500 or not. Does he come off to a 4th turn here? Pace car coming off on the pit road here as William Brock will lead into the line along with his 22 car of Mitchell Hodak, and Cole Deaver is coming on pit road along with the pace car. But while that's going on, the green flag's flying. We're underway for race number 2 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. Off in the high gear they come right now, 182 miles an hour off turn number 2. And they are fanning out. They're about 3 wide here. And 4 wide in turn number 3. Don't do it already, guys, here. Reggie Fogelman to the inside. Hit, and Carson, and the 19 car Jackson Hayward gets turned around. Carson Gum in the wall. Fitzwater. It spins around as well, too. And the 11 of Cat Batson also crunched in the wall as well, too. Yellow flag flies on the first lap of the Twin 125s. Cole Deaver has come back on the come back on the racetrack, I should say, right now. And what a break that is for Deaver as well, too. As I think Dylan Poteet led the first lap of the race. Their first lap was 176 miles an hour. And I think Deaver may have just kept himself on the lead lap, I think. I'm not sure on that one. He has. What a break for the 3 car. Cole Deaver, who looked like his 125s looked like it was all over and done with, gets a huge reprieve because of that yellow flag on the first lap here, which usually does not happen at Daytona. Take a look as to what happened here. A lot of good race cars bent up right there. Carson Gum's car included in that 73 machine. But yeah, Reggie Fogelman, he made it 4 wide through that 3rd and 4th turns here as they come through the 3rd and as they see right there coming off turn number 4 right now. Fogelman pushes the 73 car of Carson Gum right into Jackson Haywood, the 19 car, sends Haywood into the 30 of Fitzwater, sends Fitzwater into the 11 car of Cat Batson, and a catastrophic chain reaction occurs as Ben Cohen and Joshua Osborne both do a darn good job missing the crash here. They were both underneath it as well too. But unfortunately for Carson Gum, Cat Batson, and Zachary Fitzwater, they all got the fuzzy end of that lollipop in this whole deal. So caution number 1 flies has flown already here. Jackson Haywood still sitting on pit road. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Pace car sights are off as we're about to try this again here in race number 2 of the 125s. It is Dylan Poteet, your leader. Second is Noah Sewell in the 8 car. Third spot is the outside pole sitter for the 500. William Brock. Trent Dunham is 4th, and Laura Chung is in mid-6 position right now. It's Ryan Brommer, then it's Mike Becker, Quentin Moore, Mitchell Hodak, and Rafael Duke. And on the 6th car of Cody McGurk. He's about to come down pit as well, too, and as we're about to restart this race here. So 2 cars having problems in the second dual race there. In the meantime, the green flag flies back underway here, and William Brock trying to get a good jump on the 8 car of Noah Silenite ducks inside now, and then turn number 1, the number 4 Kodak film, a Chevrolet, I should say, to the inside. Car wasn't Oldsmobile the last time he was here at Daytona, I should say, but it's now a Chevrolet this season. Into high gear they go right now. William Brock to the low side here, and here comes Ryan Brommer, the U.S. Navy Chevrolet. Low side, and oh, don't go forward again in the third turn now. Becker and Quentin Moore. Side by side, this time they come up the fourth turn nicely at this point here. Moore squeezes in between Dylan Poteet and Noah Sewell. Brommer dives inside now of Laura Chung as he pushes Laura to the top spot now in the 75 car. Got a message to come right now here. You're on board with Mike Becker in car 43, the SVP Pontiac. King Richard Petty colors. Oh, he just got wrecked! You were with Beckers. He got wrecked. Come on through turns number 3 and 4. Dylan Poteet was involved. There's Noah Sewell. Ben Cohen is involved in the 68 car. And caution number 2 flies here at Daytona in the 120 in the twin 125. So I tell you what, we have not. I tell you, the first race went smooth as silk there, considering we had 1 caution flag in that race. Now we got 2 already, and we're not even 10 laps in. Laura Chung led him back to the start-finish line here, but I tell you, and there's Ben Cohen, the Country Time Oldsmobile. I'm not sure if he was the one who started the record or not. That we were riding with Mike Becker when it all happened. There he is in the 43 car. Let's take a look again as to what happened to well, the copter cam may say it all right here. So here's what I mean. Yep, they got 4 wide again through the 3rd and 4th turns here. This is what scares me about this version of Daytona right there. Rafael Duke got into the 8 car of Noah Sewell and then took out Ben Cohen as well too. Mike Becker gets squeezed in the wall, as does Dylan Poteet. And here comes the 11 car of Cat Batson, coming right to the 15 car of Quentin Moore. And I saw Quentin got a bit of a hood buckle as well too in the 15 car. Let's take a look at what happened as well too. They got in the 3rd turner. Quentin was on the outside right there, about to come outside of Dylan Poteet in the 94 car, following closely behind the 43 car of Mike Becker. There's where the whole chaos ensues there when the Duke got loose right into the 8 car of Poteet. Yeah, there's where Quentin got the hood buckle right there from bumping in the Poteet's car. So they'll be able to, I was going to say they'll be able to fix that there with a sledgehammer, but looks like they've taken a hacksaw to that car, and now that number 15 car looks almost like a NASCAR modified car. But Quentin Moore, of course, they'll get that car prepared for the 500 as well too. We're trying to get what they can. And luckily it's happening for them in the 125 qualifiers instead of the 500 itself. Looking for Quentin on that one. And Laura Chung has lost the lead in that number 1 car. Apparently she had some sort of problem as well too. Either everybody's made pit stops, so if that's the case, that's giving the lead now to Ryan Brommer in the 18 car. We'll be back for the restart when we come back here at Daytona and see what it all shakes out after this. Lights in the pace car are off right there, and we will know who the 38th position starter will be. That will be Mike Becker in the 43 car, as he is out of the race because of that crash. But green flags with the fly here. It is Ryan Brommer, your leader. Second position is Reggie Fogelman. Third right now is Joshua Osborne, and it's William Brock. Fourth, the outside poster for the 500. And fifth position is Mitchell Hodak. Cole Deaver is the sixth position. Seventh position is Rafael Duke. Eighth is Trent Dunham. Ninth is Cat Besson. And 10th is Jackson Haywood as they go into turn number 1 right now. Green flag back out here. As you see, Osborne to the inside now of Fogelman. A pair of green Buicks going at it. Fast lap of this 125 qualifier so far, set by Reggie Fogelman at 194.167 miles an hour. And look at Mitchell Hodak, 3 wide, takes the lead with a push-up with the help from Cole Deaver. And let's remember, it was Deaver who was on the inside of the track, come up on the pit road before the green even fell in the race, and that usually spells gloom and doom for everybody, for anybody else. But for Deaver, he caught a caution flag at the right time on the very first lap of the race here. And luckily for him, it was not a problem that knocked him out of the race. Kept himself on the lead lap, and here he is looking for the lead in the 125 qualifiers. There's just amazing stuff for Cole Deaver. The number 3 GM Gilman Chevrolet, the man out of the state of Georgia. Looking to try to see if he can finally win his first 500 this season. William Brock inside now, number 4 car of Kodak Film Chevrolet. Off the 4th turn they come here, looking to complete the 13th lap here. We'll be down to 7 laps remaining. Deaver won the last time he was on a plate track at Talladega Super Speedway in Talladega, Alabama. Rafael Duke, 2-time 500 winner in the series. William Brock, he's won a Daytona before, but it was in the 400 last season. And you know, he liked to get a 500. Joshua Osborne, he's never won a 500 in this series here. Looking to do it for the first time this season as well, too. See where he shakes out in the dual races first. Trent Dunham up there as well, too. Mitchell Hodak, his first ride in that 22 car. And here comes William Brock to the left side, that yellow number 4. Six laps to go. And Brock to the low side, looks for the lead. He's got it with a push from Osborne. Chevrolet in first, Buick in second, Oldsmobile in third, and Chevy's 4th, 5th, and 6th. Down the low side they come here. Trent Dunham making it 3 wide there between him, Ryan Brommer, and Cole Deaver. A blue car in between a pair of black cars right there as they come out the 4th turn now. As you see, Cody McGurkin at 6th car. The Folgers Ford, and he went in the pit road, and he went in the pit road on the first restart. And thought he had a problem that may have screwed him up for the day, and he got lucky like Deaver did, and it turned out it was a problem that didn't put him a lap down, and now here he is going for the win. So 2 drivers that came on pit road, one before the start and one before the restart, both of them in the pack for the win in this 125 qualifier. And like I said, usually if it's something like that happens to you, usually you're screwed for the day. Four laps to go. Trent Dunham out in front now. In the second position goes Laura Chung, or tries to hold on a second. Here comes this 22 car. That is Mitchell Hodak. Mitchell Hodak hoping to get himself in the victory lane in the points race for the first time in his career in this series here. And you talk about your cars that's been messed up in the back end, like we saw Phil Parker's was. Well, how about Ben Cohen? Ben Cohen up there through the field right now. Well, actually, my mistake here. Ben Cohen's a lap down in 18th position there, but Cohen's holding his own right there, even for a lap car. Four to go. Actually, 3 to go. Actually, excuse me. 3 laps remaining now. Rafael Duke out in front here, but here they come to the end turn number 1. Again, Reggie Fogelman. Like we said in the first race, here, this 125 Palmers has been giving us has usually given us some surprise winners. Cole Deaver down the low side, car number 3. Off the 4th turn they come here. As you see, they're coming down for 2 to go here. Rafael Duke, who originally started this 125 qualifier dead last. Would like to start up front. But here comes Cole Deaver, low side now with 2 to go. Ben Cohen back there, the lap car 68 machine, but the driver behind, but 2 drivers behind them there, Cat Batson and Joshua Osborne down the low side. They're way down the low side now. That's Cat in the red car, Joshua in the green car. Rafael Duke now moves back inside there and gets back behind the 68 car. White flags with the fly. 1 lap remaining in the 125s. LeDuc down the low side now. Here comes Rafael LeDuc. The white flag waves. 1 to go in race number 2. 18 car of Ryan Brommer pulling it behind the 17 machine of LeDuc. And now he and Deaver side by side for the lead as they come off the second corner now. Ryan Brommer. 18 car back there. Cole Deaver on the outside getting the push from the 4 car of William Brock to the low side now. As they go in the 3rd turn now, Cole Deaver jumps out in front. 4 wide back there. Here they come up the 4th turn now. Cole Deaver, car number 3. To the start finish line, they come here and he will win race number 2 of the 125s. Cole Deaver. And the GM Goodrich team has done it again. Boy, could this be a statement for the Daytona 500? Cole Deaver, who did not qualify all that well. Like I said, I thought, man, if you'd have told us that when Deaver came on the pit road on the first, coming to the start finish line to take the green flag, when he thought he had a problem with his car, that he would be out front at the checkered flag, winning the 125 qualifier. Like I said, that usually is something that does not only happens in imaginary life, I guess you might say right there. But Cole Deaver had an angel riding on his shoulder with him on that one right there. Goes from stuck on pit road when the green flag fell to victory lane in the 125s, race number 2. And so, well, there you have it right there, I should say here. Rafael Duke comes on 2nd position. 3rd will go to Ryan Brommer. 4th will go to William Brock. 5th place will go to Cody McGurk. Then it's Trent Dunham, Mitchell Hodak, Joshua Osborne, Reggie Vogelman, and Laura Chung, the top 10. Then it's Cat Batson, Jackson Haywood, Noah Sewell, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Poteet, Quentin Moore, Carson Gum, Ben Cohen, and Mike Becker. Your finishers in today's race here. Mike Becker, the only car out of the race, I should say, too. And he will start 38th in the 125 qualifier. Or he'll start 30th in the Daytona 500 itself, I should say. But that will do it in the Gatorade 125 qualifiers. Congratulations once again to your winners, Cole Deaver in race number 2 and Kyle Matthews in race number 1. So if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel as the rest of the field comes in on pit road to end their races here. then be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races. We got gaming videos. We got online videos. Whatever the president of the industry, Seth Cole desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Dorsal Cup Series, the main series on his channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth's series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other channels that does NNSCRA offline. That channel being X86753985AX is Dylan Young's channel. Also check out the channel that Dylan and Kyle Matthews has collaborated in doing. And that is a channel called We the Coasters. If you are a roller coaster / amusement park / theme park fan, then We the Coasters is the channel for you here. And be sure to subscribe to that channel as well too. And of course also subscribe to this channel you're watching right here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. So that will do it here today at Daytona. Congratulations once again to Kyle Matthews and Cole Deaver, the winners of the Gatorade Twin 125 qualifiers. They will start 3rd and 4th in the 500 itself. In fact, the 500 starting lineup will be provided to you at the end of this video. So for now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 11 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you for the main event, the Daytona 500, the race number 1 of the season 35 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?